Hey, the gorilla's loose!
My fellow Americans, we hear lots of talk today about the federal government, the president, the speaker, Congress, the Senate, Republicans, Democrats. And while these are all legitimate issues, there is something far more sinister corrupting the American way of life. Like a cancer, it is the silent killer of freedom. It is a cockroach born of wasteful, irresponsible politicians on both sides of the aisle and in your hometown. A nasty bugger that seemingly will not die. In fact, it only grows fatter and uglier. It has many names: department, bureau, administration, office, agency, service, commission, council. It is bureaucracy. Its members have an unquenchable thirst for your tax dollars. They are not elected. They have no term limits. As a citizen, you have no direct power over them. They usually provide only hassle and no real service. Regardless of how poorly they perform, they are rarely, if ever, removed or even reprimanded. They are notorious for gobbling up budgets of staggering proportions. And in times of economic crisis, does anyone put these bureaucracies on the chopping block? Of course not. Instead, firemen are laid off and school teachers are furloughed. Here is a prime example of American bureaucracy in action. In 1977, in response to the oil crisis of the time, Democratic President Jimmy Carter rolled about 20,000 employees from 3 existing energy bureaucracies into the newly formed Department of Energy. The annual budget was around $8 billion. One of the tasks assigned to the department was to develop alternative energy sources and reduce our dependency on foreign oil. At the time, foreign oil made up about 37% of the oil consumed in this country. Even though Republican demagogue Ronald Reagan promised to eliminate the Department of Energy during his presidency, it still exists today. It has approximately 16,000 federal employees and nearly 100,000 contract employees. The annual budget is $27 billion, and in 2009, Congress dumped in another $38 billion. So how's that investment of our tax dollars paying off, you ask? Well, today over 50% of the oil we use is from foreign sources. We have very little to show in the way of practical alternative energy available to the masses, and it's a safe bet that China's nuclear program is based on information stolen from the U.S. under the watch of the Department of Energy. That's just one small example. Do a search for all of the agencies of the federal government, and like me, I think you'll be shocked at the sheer amount of information you'll come up with. If you'd like to learn more about the history and potential future of bureaucracies in America, I highly recommend John Silvera's article, Why Bureaucracy Will Likely Destroy America. Also, check out the Institute for Justice's video page at www.ij.org. Every election, we change the flags, buttons, banners, and t-shirts of our elected officials. And Republican or Democrat, when they leave, they each leave us with the same thing: a stinking, heaping pile of Bureaucrap. If you're sick and tired of the American pursuit of life, liberty, and happiness being poisoned by this Bureaucrap, call your elected officials. Let them know that you want an end to it. Let them know that if they won't fix it, we'll find someone who will. And proudly let everyone know where you stand with your own Bureaucrap t-shirt. To order yours, visit t-shirtguerilla.blogspot.com. For T-Shirt Guerilla News, I'm mad as hell, and I'm not going to take it anymore.